Hey everyone. Hello, hello, hello. So I am going to get ready and I am going to record getting ready and I want to talk to you guys as I get ready. Um I saw the viral video going around with the young lady that got hit with the brick. They got hit in the face with a brick. Okay. There's a lot of stuff going around talking about her character, right? Um that she's been trying to go viral, she's been doing skits, she's been, smacking white folk, twerking, all this crazy stuff. So it does appear that the girl likes attention, right? However, I don't think that she wanted to get smacked in the face with a brick. I mean, I don't think that that was the clout and attention she was looking for. So, I don't know what was said prior to her getting smacked with a brick. She says that she got smacked with a brick because the guy got upset because she did not give him her phone number. Now, from her outspokenness, she probably told him what she really felt. He probably couldn't handle it. And what happened, happened. Now, that does not excuse the behavior of the man. I'm sorry. Nobody should ever be hit with a brick. That is unbelievable. But it is believable with the type of people that are out here these days. I believe in. And I talk to my daughter and my granddaughters all the time about male ego and how, it's just to the point now you can't even reject somebody and you might get hurt from getting, from just rejecting them because maybe you're in a situation or you just are not interested, right? I still feel like it didn't want her getting hit with a brick. I don't care how many skits she did. I don't care how much twerking she do on the internet. I don't care about any of those things. Okay? It does not warrant getting hit in the face with a brick. Now that girl's too pretty to want to get hit in the face. Okay? So I don't think she, that ain't the clout she was looking for, but she got it. Now let's talk about it. Okay, so men these days, what I tell my daughter and what I tell my granddaughters is, I know I'm older than them, so I've been around a lot longer, so I've had time to develop my social skills. So I know how to handle situations a little bit better because I have time to think about it. I've been put in situations similar before, so when it come up, I know how to address it a little bit better. You have to be careful with these guys, um, because their egos are fragile. You know, you can't turn people down in a very aggressive or uh, I'm trying to explain, trying to make sure I say this correctly. You can't turn a lot of men down with all this attitude. You know what I'm saying? I understand, we independent women. I understand that you got your own shit going on and you don't want to be bothered with all that. I get it. I'm right there with you, sister. However, males are stronger than you. They can overpower you. Okay? They could fucking kill you if they really want to. Let's be clear. They can kill you if they want to. So you got to be smart. You know what I'm saying? You got to be smart and you got to always think about your environment. And unfortunately, the law ain't gonna get there to after the fact. So you got to be quick on your feet and you got to use your brain and your mouth as your defense mechanism. Now I've had situations where men have approached me. Okay, let me tell you about this one time. Shit, I just had a situation recently at Wawa, which is a service station here that has really good coffee. And I get their coffee just about every day. That's like my morning routine. I go to Wawa's, I get my coffee, and I start my day. So I can tell you about the Wawa incident, which wasn't major, but it's just an example of how you can tell somebody no without being nasty, without being aggressive, and without you know hurting their ego. So this man, he was tall. He was taller than me. He was a bigger guy, of course. So he was way taller than me. So I'm at the coffee station dressing my coffee. I'm using dressing my coffee, and He leans over. Talk about invading personal space. This man, literally, I'm standing there dressed in my coffee, minding my business. He's behind me. He comes over me to grab something and says, "Excuse me." So I'm like, okay, okay, I didn't say anything. I said, okay. Then he whispers. This is how close he was to me. This man actually whispered, said, "You are very beautiful and your skin is so pretty and you smell so good." At Wawa, he leaning over top of me saying this in all but practically in my ear. I don't know this man. Hopper, who this man? I don't know this man. I mean, you talking about invading personal space. He was on me, people. So I smiled as he moved back to finish dressing his coffee. I just smiled. And I turned around and I looked at him and I said, "It's good to be a man, isn't it? You get to enjoy all of this. Ain't it good to be a man?" And he laughed because I think I caught him off guard. And he laughed about it and he said, "Here's the day." And he left me the fuck alone. After that, he left me alone. And all I said was, "It's good to be a man, isn't it?" Because the reason why I responded to him in that way, and it was instant, it was a quick, instant, witty response. And the reason why is because I think me saying that to him boosted his ego as a man. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all don't want to hear this shit. I know. But ladies, we got to use this brain up here. God gave us a good brain for a reason, honey. We might not be able to physically outsmart them, but with this here, we can outsmart them with this brain, honey. You got to use your brain, ladies. So he left me the fuck alone. And I got my coffee and went about my day. And guess what happened? I'm pretty sure me giving him that little sassy, ladylike response, he left me the fuck alone, and that made him smile, and he went about his day. But let me tell you about another incident, okay? And the only reason I'm sharing this is I'm just saying, you gotta be smart. You can't just. Men are stronger than you, ladies. Okay, they can overpower you. Okay, I understand that you're independent. I understand that you take care of yourself, and I know it's not fair. Life ain't fair, but you got to be the smarter one when you put in those positions. You got to be smarter. Second situation, I'm in Walmart. Now this was a young dude that did this shit. The first guy, he was old. He was around my age. But this was a young guy. I'm in Walmart, shopping, minding my business. So I kept seeing the same guy. Every aisle I go in, I see the same dude, right? And I'm like, is this dude following me? I was like, oh shit. And he was the stereotypical ninja, okay? Stereotypical ghetto ninja, okay? I said, oh shit. I'm gonna have to deal with this shit here. So he finally walks up to me and says, "Can I get your phone number?" I mean, not hello, not how you doing, none of that shit. "Let me get your phone number." What? This how y'all niggas approaching ladies these days? This is a young guy. He was young enough to be my son. And I said, "Excuse me?" And he said it again. "Let me get your phone number." I said, "Oh." I said, "I saw you staring at me." I said, "Oh, so you want my phone number?" I said, "Why you didn't come over and just say hello?" And he was like, I'm over here just trying to holler at you, you know what I'm saying? You look good and all. Put your phone number in my phone. And I said, "Put my phone number in your phone?" I said, "Oh, I said, wait a minute, what's wrong with your hands? Why you can't put my phone number in your phone yourself?" I said, you can do it. You can handle that. You look like you strong enough to be able to handle that. And he thought it was funny. He was laughing. He's like, all right, shorty, all right. Then he was like, "What's your phone number?" I said, "Well, let me ask you something." How old are you? So I started having a conversation with this dude. I did not want to. I said, "How old are you?" And I can't remember what he said. Old enough or some sarcastic ass remark. I said, "Well," I said, I'm sure you old enough. I said, yeah, I can see that. You look like you old enough. You look like you old enough for a lot of things. I said, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm married and I've been married over 20 years. I said, so I'm a little older and I'm married. I said, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm flattered that you know, I said, I'm flattered that you want my phone number. I said, because I didn't know I could pull I didn't know I could put, and that's just what I said. I didn't know I could even pull a nigga like you. So, I mean, I'm flattered. But, I am taken. I am married. I said, but if I was single, two things. If I was single and younger, I would definitely take that offer up. He thought it was fun. He was like, well, Shorty, you ain't, ain't nobody gotta know. You take my number anyway. I said, okay. I said, I tell you what. I said, I'm gonna take your number. Cause he started to offer me his number. After I said that, I said, okay, I tell you what. I'm gonna take your number and I'm gonna think about it. I said, I'm gonna think about it. I said, cause I ain't never did no stuff like that. Cause I've been married for over 20 some years. But if shit don't work out, or if something going on, I might have to give you a call. Cause you making it right tempting. I mean, he gave me his phone number. I put it in my phone in front of him. I did. I put it in my phone in front of him. And I'm telling you the reason why I did all this is because I didn't know how this nigga was going to react if I was just being nasty to him. He was bold enough to follow me around the fucking store. Okay? He was bold enough to do that. And he approached me aggressively. He approached me with telling me what the fuck he wanted. He didn't say hello. He didn't ask how I was doing. He didn't care about any of that. He was like, give me your number. I want your number. So you think I'm going to sit here and be aggressive back? No, I'm going to be a little submissive. I'm going to be a little flattering because I want to get him the fuck away from me. Okay? So he gave me his number and I stood there and I put it in my phone in front of him. And I said, if shit don't work out with me and my husband, you the first one I'm going to call. Because if I was single and I was a little bit younger, it'd be on. Because I'm flattered that you even noticed me. Come on. This is what I said to do. So I'm just sharing that to say, ladies, I know you don't want to do this. And I talk in another video, I talk about how I am a concealed carry person. I have my own personal protection that I have with me in my purse or on my body all the time. And I had Sally, which is my pew pew. I had Sally in my pocketbook. And there's been many times that I have a concealed carry purse and it has a slot there and you can stick your hand inside. It's a crossbody, and I'll have my hand a lot of times inside my purse and my hand is right there on my gun. Oh, I ain't supposed to say it on YouTube, sorry, on my pew pew. But I'm gonna tell you something, that is the last result. I never want to be able to use that thing, never. So what it has taught me, because I've been through training and all that stuff, but what it has taught me in my training and everything else is you want to diffuse a situation first. So if I can talk my way out of it, I'm going to talk my way out of it, bitch. I got to get home to my family. I don't care. I will say whatever the fuck I need to say to get away from this person. So I say that to say it's all right to flatter somebody. Sometimes a person can be at their wit's end. That man could have been rejected 1,000 times. Not that it's your responsibility to stroke his ego, because it's not your responsibility to do that, but it is your responsibility to get away safely. Okay? That is your responsibility, ladies. To get away safely. You cannot outpower this nigga. You cannot do it. But what you can do is use this powerful brain that you have, this massive mouth that you have, to get you the fuck away from him safely. That's all it's about. Once you learn how to finesse your way through some shit, I'm gonna tell you, finessing is like the ultimate weapon. Okay? Finesse your way out some shit, ladies. All right? I don't know what this young lady said to this man to make him hit her with a brick. There's nothing that she could have said to warrant that behavior. But that's just an example of how crazy people are nowadays. Okay? I don't care about her background. that stuff is irrelevant to me. She probably did have a smart mouth. You know, she probably was sassy. She probably was quick and said something nasty to the dude. You can't do that no more. Back in the day, men were a little more patient with women as far as being respected and being respectable to women. Nowadays, it's not that way, ladies. You have to think through situations. You can't put yourself in a situation and expect every man to be like, oh, that's a woman, I'm not gonna touch her because she a woman. They don't give a damn about you being a woman. They will knock you the fuck out. Okay? They don't care about you being female. So, you know, just be careful out there. Try to think through it. You don't have to be mean and nasty. You know, if a man does something nice for you, thank him. You know, because men are ego driven. You know what I'm saying? If they're showing you some type of attention or some type of courtesy, all they want from you is just a little courtesy back. And what is it gonna hurt you if somebody open the door or if somebody does something nice for you to say, oh, thank you, I appreciate that. Have a good one. That takes 2 seconds. And most of the time they're gone. They don't even freaking bother you anymore. But if if they do something nice for you in their mind, they're doing something nice for you, and you just like don't acknowledge it, don't say thank you, it could turn their whole attitude into something more aggressive, and you don't want that. And it's not even worth it. All it takes is for you to say, oh, thank you. I mean, it's like the social skills to nowadays. People don't have as much social skills in person because everybody is doing so much over the internet, online, on the keyboards, on their phones, that when you interact with people face to face, you don't know how to fucking interact with them. You're scared. You're scared to open your mouth. Or you gonna say whatever you think you're gonna say when you texting out your mouth to somebody in front of you. You can't do that. You can't do that, ladies. So I just wanted to basically say I want my ladies to be safe out there. I want y'all to use your brain because this right here is powerful. You can say something out your mouth that can make somebody go from 0 to 100 because of what you said out your mouth and you didn't think it through. I'm sorry, but nowadays you have to be aware. You have to understand that it's a different time. You can't just say shit to people and think that they're not going to respond and react. And sometimes they're going to respond and react with physical violence towards you. They don't care that you're female. They don't care that you're a lady. They don't care that you're a woman. They don't care that you're attractive. They're going to whoop your ass. They're going to whoop you. I don't want to be whooped. And I don't want to be put in a situation where I got to be fighting my way out or trying to reach for something. I ain't trying to do all that if I can use this to get me out of it. So I ain't going to hop on it too much more. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my face. I was supposed to be doing my face while I was talking to y'all, but I got too distracted with talking. So I'm going to go ahead and do my face now. And I will talk to you guys on the next one. Please, ladies, be safe. Think before you speak. Don't worry about looking weak and saying, oh, fuck that nigga. I ain't got to say, girl, listen, I just want you to be safe. If it takes you being able to use that great brain of yours and that finessing ass mouth of yours to get you up out of it, use it. It ain't that hard. It's a man. I'm just saying, it ain't that hard, girls. It ain't that hard. And I know I'm older. I know like I said, I've been in probably a little more situations than the average younger person. However, you can do it, ladies. It don't take that much. Just say whatever the fuck you need to say to get that nigga up off you. Okay? All right. Well, I will talk to you guys on the next one. I'm out of here.